The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas is a 2008 historical tragedy film set in World War II. This Holocaust movie relates the horror of Nazi Germany through the eyes of young, innocent children. The main theme of the movie is how our innocence can sometimes lead to our ignorance of the world around us. There are two children at the center of the story: Bruno, the son of the camp's Nazi commandant, and Schummel, a Jewish inmate. Their friendship starts with a simple question.
Why do you people wear pajamas all day?
They're not pajamas.
Well, those.
We have to. They took all of the clothes away.
Who did?
The soldiers.
The soldiers? Why?
I don't like soldiers. Do you?
My dad's a soldier, but not the sort that takes people's clothes away for no reason.
What sort then?
Well, he's an important sort. He's in charge of making everything better for everyone.
When Bruno's father gets promoted to the commandant position, they have to move out of Berlin to Auschwitz, near the concentration camps. Bruno meets Pavel, an old Jewish man, who is also in striped pajamas. He is shunned by the entire family and is treated very badly. He is made to peel vegetable and do menial labor by the family. Pavel tells Bruno he used to be a doctor, but because he is Jewish, he is made to serve as a potato peeler. This portrays racism as systemic and structural racism existing in society as theorized by Bonilla Silva, the powerful oppressing the powerless.
You fighting Jew! How dare you talk to people in the house? How dare you? Are you eating? Have you been stealing food? Answer me!
It shows that the Jewish people face racist institutions, laws, and environments. Pavel explains that he used to be a doctor before the Nazis came, which meant that he dedicated his life to helping people. And he wasn't the terrible person the Nazis put him, just like they did with the millions of Jews that had their identities stripped away. Per list, an older gentleman was hired by the family to teach the children. He teaches them the official state-prescribed syllabus, which consists of:
The Jew slandered us and incited our enemies. The Jew corrupted us through bad books. He mocked our literature and our music. Everywhere his influence was destructive, the eventual result of which was our nation's collapse.
This anti-Semitic ideology is embedded in children by educating them to brainwash them and converting them from being innocent to
Dolls are for little girls. It's not right to be playing with silly toys while people are away risking their lives for the fatherland.
It depicts how the Germans, using the same strategies that the Hirachi miners satirized, taking a cultural phenomenon and stripping it down to its bare bones, just so the familiar starts to seem strange, going to extreme lengths to distance themselves from certain citizens of their own nations, establishing Jewish people as an other, suppressing them in the process. When Bruno decides to explore the outside world by sneaking out, he runs into Schummel sitting on the ground in his pajamas on the other side of the wired fence. The government has confined Jewish people in one place because they are considered undesirable. This is a strong example of de jure segregation, that is, segregation by intentional government, law, and public policy as defined by Richard Rothstein in Color of Law. As the movie continues, we can see how Schummel worked days and nights as a little boy. Apart from Schummel, we see how the concentration camps were created by the Nazis to further abuse and exploit the Jewish people by slaving them, beating them up, and in some cases, even executing them. The movie showed a journey of two young boys and how they overcame strong structural racism by ignoring the superficial differences and noticing that as members of the same species, they are tied by a deep bond of humanity, a lesson especially important in today's diversive times. But the film raises an important question. What happens when we ignore the problems just because they affect someone else and not us? What is the true price for standing aside when our fellow men are falling?